I am back with another installment of Strategy Guide. Now, my daily upload thing's been a bit shaky, but, what I have been doing is focusing on something else that I might want to start, a new series that I might want to start that has to do with strategy stuff, that I could incorporate as something that could do with strategy, and I may just consider it a different segment within Strategy Guide. Not necessarily straight up gameplay of me strategizing how to take out my enemies, but something along those lines. Now, as we started out, we pretty much have a presence in pretty much Asia, Europe, not a big presence, Africa, and we pretty much own all of South America, and we have the biggest presence in North America. Now, for starters, I want to arm some of these islands down here. Unlikely that they'll be attacked, but it's better to have something here than not to have any at all. Okay. So let's see. So now our next objective is to get more territory, of course, but we're not at conflict with anyone, but we're at 78 happiness. So overall, not gonna do much in terms of declare war, but we want to see what happens in terms of happiness as time progresses. Okay. I don't lose a lot of happiness. And I can't accept. Why can't I accept? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I don't get why it brings negative happiness to the person getting it. I mean, it makes sense why it'd be negative to the person selling it, because then they're like, hey, yeah, you FTARs who live in this province that I own, I don't like you. I'm selling this territory to someone else. And I have to deal with them now. Kind of thing, so, I don't know. I'm gonna do that. Nationwide distributing of money. Increase happiness by a lot. I'm at peace with Pakistan. Are there any other ones that I want to go to? Taiwan? No. Well, let's see. How many provinces do they own? Because I need to start destroying someone. Okay. All along there. I mean, I border them here. If I wanted to... I'd need to assemble a naval fleet. Probably take out some of these islands here. I guess, I don't know. And backup support, but I'm trying to think here. Okay, so my best option, I would say, would be to take out them. That will bring us down to 69. Might be at risk of some nations revolting. I want to make sure that it goes down only to no more than 70 at the moment. So what I'm going to do is not worry about that right away. I realize that these territories have less than 100 troops on them. Then again, it's next to an ally, but still. Anything can change at any moment. People canceling diplomatic relations, all that crap. So what I want to do is move this here. Move that there. That there. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, wait a turn, get happiness a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna wreck some faces. Strategically, that is. Okay. So, as far as I know, the next thing we want to do is declare war on them. Yes! Now's our chance to take him by surprise. Okay. Move here. Send 100 that way. No, I can't really send 100 that way either. So I guess I'm gonna send an additional 100 here. Nope, I can't attack from there. I'm gonna build extra troops here for the sake of attacking these guys. I'm gonna send the other 400 that way. Now if I take out both these territories, this should no longer be a border. We don't have to worry about it. Although, that's not the same case here, as this is just all coastline. So, we're gonna have to do some messing around with this. Let me see. 160. Gonna add several more in here. Everything but 200. We'll have extra troops, I know that. But what we want to do is to make another naval fleet. That way we can take out all these islands and whatnot. I'm gonna send 300 down this way. Gonna move some of my troops in there. Okay. So, now that I'm done with that, we are going to take... We're going to lose happiness, of course, because we're at war. But nonetheless, we are gaining more territory and another step towards victory. Right now, my happiness isn't high enough for me to do any type of election, even if I wanted to do it desperately. The loss of happiness could be so troubling, it might not even be worth it. Okay. Let's move these three here. Take that, and we're gonna move 300 down here. Now, my whole point for taking this out is to have islands off the coastline here. Because I could easily, once I capture these, build units like on this tile here, or this naval tile here, and then send units down, which can constantly bombard and attack my enemies from here, but also from the side here if I need to, and attack from multiple directions where they least expect it. So they see, because if they put units up here trying to spy me, figure out where I'm putting units down, up here, that's fine. But they won't see a surprise attack coming from this direction too. Which is sort of the whole point here. And sort of the next thing I'm gonna go for. Also, I'm waiting for pretty much conflicts to stir up here, and then I'm gonna like go in and do cleanup on that. That's pretty much what I'm planning on doing at the moment. Okay. I want to get a better naval fleet. Okay, just put 1,000 down. And I do not even have disembarkment fees for that. I want it badly, but now I'm gonna have to wait. But I don't mind. So, got a message. I could stop my conflict with them, but do I really want to? Nah. Should I? Not if I'm winning. Everything but 100, and we'll go down there. Okay. I might be joining in another conflict because someone's like, end this war with my ally. Otherwise, I'm gonna hop in and join. So I sort of really need to do that. Okay, I'm gonna send you 1,000. Let me see, yeah, I don't have disembarkment fees, so that, what do we want to do? I guess I'm gonna do a full-on naval raid here. Take out their capital, their leader. Capital main, I don't know if that was the capital or where they started from. And get these 4 extra territories here, and then we'll work from there. Okay, let's arm everything that we got. Okay, so next step in my planning. Now that I've taken over an entire nation, of course, is to rebuild fortifications on our new borders. Let's see here. Now I've got to pick a new target. This sounds like a good one. I only own 6 territory. What would happen if I did that? -44? I don't get it. How some just hate me more than others. Not hate me, but I lose happiness more than others for going to war. People like... I don't know. Let's see, if I were to distribute money, I can't. But you don't know until you check. I was gonna do that to sort of make them happier, but that will not do anything. Okay. Oh, I have good diplomatic relations with them, so I can't do that either. Let's see if I go, that's 28. How much territory do they own? 4. 14. Their opinion of me, well, that makes sense. Okay, let's check this one. I feel like they're gonna do it to me anyway. I'm declaring war on them, but only because I feel like they're gonna do it to me anyway. They have pretty much have a negative 100% opinion of me. So yeah, that's not an indicator for I really freaking hate your guts. Then I don't know what is. So. Before we go any further, yes, I'm going to take this naval fleet and I'm going to strike them there, if that's what you're wondering. Now the next thing we have to do is plan out and make a naval fleet of our own that we can send off into combat as well on this side. Embarkment fees are a bit too much, but I know I can have enough of them later on. New Zealand. I'm gonna go with New Zealand because I feel like I could get a decent relationship with them, but I know these guys hate me because I took out one of their allies. So it's good to sort of know that I can go to war with someone in the area and not have to worry about everyone in that area. So when I attack, which is going to be soon. I want to make sure everything's well defended. They have prying eyes over here due to the fact that this area is like very close to where I am over here, but also over here. So I'm gonna try and take out what their capabilities are, what they can see over here, and sort of push them back up into Northern Europe, and then finish them off there. I think that territory will sort of be useful, as it will give me a better insight as to what some of these other areas are well armed or not, which I can already see through the help of my allies, which are in green numbers, or will have green dotted borders with my territory. So that will be useful. And I'm not surprised they have a lot of troops on the border. Just out of curiosity, they have a negative 9%. Maybe they're not going to go to war with me anytime soon, but they do have 25 territory. I'm going to see if they will take this token of peace. And I hope they do. Okay. No. I'm gonna lose 42% happiness if I go to war with my ally over here, who's been my ally since, like, the beginning. So, yeah. We sort of agreed and realized that conflict early on without expanding borders is going to be a bit of a problem. So we, I think, originally started out with peace treaty. Then it's like, okay, none of us have decided to stab each other in the back yet. Sort of as a test of trust, and then I motioned forward with a agreement of an alliance. So I'm gonna send 500 that way. Gonna send 500 that way, and then we're going to send on the tip here exactly 1,000. And then we'll move from here to here, and so forth. I usually use higher numbers when using naval raids, because I don't know usually what's going to be on the coastline when I do. Just so that when I get a bigger and better image of what's happening. Okay, France took out that, so... Or apparently took over that territory. Maybe they sold it to them, I don't know what happened. So, I'm going to move this here. Leave some behind, but I know I'm getting 500 to move there. Let's see. I'm going to move 300 over here and 300 over here. Okay. You're doing so far so good. They're going to... They have a naval fleet there, so I gotta pay attention to that. Make sure they don't try and launch any sneaky naval amphibious assaults. Their opinion of me went down. I'm confused. It's at -9, now it's at like -12. I offered you money, and then you're like, nope, I still hate you. Taxes, okay, that's good. I don't know if I want to necessarily party just yet. But I do know I want to send 400 units here. Gonna send all of that there. 300 there. Nope, that can't expand there. I'm not at war with them. Okay. Let's make a fleet of 800. And we'll go and we'll attack these islands right around here. I think that's what we need to do next. Take out this enemy one at a time. Let's see. I'm gonna take this out if we can. What I need to do... Nope, go here. And the reason I got so many troops is I'm gonna put sort of like a naval blockade here. So my enemies can't get into this little cove here of territories and water. Pretty much do anything on the coastline within this area here. Now, if, say, this nation here became an enemy, of course they could do that, but I have a naval fleet here that can move right where they're gonna move and counter, if need be. So we're gonna do that. Now, let's say I move here. Gonna move there. Going to, let's see here. I guess my next best move is to move this into place. Now, of course, I'm moving it directly into an area where it can be seen by pretty much 3 different territories that are enemy owned. So they know we're going to naval attack them. Now our objective here is to make sure that when they defend a territory, when they see how many troops that we have, that it's best if they put all their troops into one territory that they think is going to be attacked. And our objective is to make them guess and guess wrong. When they do that, we'll move in and we will destroy one island, then move to the next, and then maybe move on to the mainland here. Now, when I said I was going to attack here, all this stuff one at a time, try and make him guess wrong, that was my backup plan in case taking over their capital did not work out. Well, it turns out taking out their capital did work out, so now I'm just going to move all of these troops here, and I have enough for exactly 200 on each territory. I just need to move this here. So now we do not have another enemy to fight. Now, I could attack Sri Lanka. Could go after them, which they still have a negative opinion of me. So, if I wanted to, I could, but I need to get a foothold here, and I don't mean like one territory, because they have a stronger presence down here than we do. So if I'm gonna attack them, I would need to park a naval fleet, a giant freaking naval fleet, outside their area, then attack. So I'm gonna do that now. Prep before we attack. Gonna move 1,000 onto the water here. And yes, I think this is a bit overkill, but it's better to go in a bit overkill rather than then lose a whole army for nothing. And trust me, it's gonna be so annoying. I've seen people like rage quit just because they tried to attack the territory and they thought that they could be sneaky and attack me. I put 500 troops down, they lose all of theirs. Sometimes it's solely pretty much reliant on the fact that I fortified the area and so forth. So when I get a foothold here, of course I'm gonna attack 3 different areas and so forth, maybe 4. I'm thinking about maybe here, 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 and here, with 500 each. Then I'm gonna, next turn, buy more troops to reinforce the area if I feel like it's necessary, as well as fortify it to make it stronger, so that we don't easily get pushed back out into the sea. I'm pretty much gonna do what the Allied forces on D-Day did. When they came in to do a naval assault, they came in prepared. within hours after taking over the beaches, they had giant battleships parked on the coastline for fire support. They had bases set up. They said, we are going to take this beach and we are going to fortify it like there's no tomorrow. And that's what we're going to do on this coastline. Sorry, but you are of no use to me anymore. Let's go get them. Go. 500 there. And the way I'm doing this, they really have to spread out their army and defend all areas, but the fact that we're attacking 4 different areas with large amounts of armies pretty much guarantees that I will get at least 1 territory at the bare minimum. Because I don't think they could counter 500 troops on 4 different territories. 3? Maybe. If that, but I got a lot, so. Now what I'm gonna do, whoops, I canceled that out. Okay, fortify. No, I don't want to sell. Fortify. Fortify. And fortify. There. Gonna move that there into a attacking position. Let's move 300 there. And then I guess we're going to launch naval assaults on these islands here. So yeah, let's see. So I'm pretty much going to launch everything on this island except for 100 troops. And then we'll move from there. My strategy that I'm deploying for this type of attack on these people is to attack several territories at once. And they actually took away these 2 from us. Because I've been focusing on other things at the moment, like attacking their main area. And that is actually quite useful. Especially because once they realize that their leader is in danger of being captured, they're going to immediately change their focus. Gonna move that there. And we're gonna add troops here. Because we can. Probably the best thing to do. That one had less than 300, so that one needs to be reinforced. That's gonna be a border. So I gotta buy troops and 200 that way. Okay. Progress is being made. Now I'm attacking their leader here with 600, but I'm also sending 300 there, in case they try to evacuate the main area where their leader is by land, then they can do that. Now, I suspect they're going to do it by land, or they're not going to move it at all because they think that they can make a stand there by buying more troops there. Now, if that's the case, then of course I'm going to attack their army head-on. And because I have more money and I can afford more troops, it's a war of attrition at that point. Eventually, I will take it over. But if they move their troops, which means that they don't have enough money to hire more forces to protect that. They're probably going to move it to the land territory next to it, rather than spending money for disembarkment fees, because if they have that kind of money, then of course they're probably going to try and make a stand. I mean, I would imagine that's what's going to happen. Okay. So, gonna put 1,000 that way. And we are going to hopefully end this conflict this turn. So, let's see here. What do we need to do? What do we need? Okay. Now what I need is to actually take some troops and put them here, because this is a border. I'd moved all the troops here. This is a small town, so it's not going to afford... We can't really take as many troops as we want from here because of the low population. But once we capture this, we use this as a base to take out the remaining 2 territories down here in Australia that they own, and continue our quest for world domination, I guess. So let's see how things played out. So I lost troops, and I lost all of this, which means that they did send troops here, but we did take it over. So one, we could attack that, lost enough troops because they tried to make a stand there, but also send in troops there. So where, on which territory did they actually have their leader on, we don't know, but what we do know is that we took them out. And that's really all that matters at the moment. Let's see. So now that that's happened, I'm gonna send 500 that way. Gonna put, I don't know, a few hundred there. A few hundred that way, okay. So, now I'm gonna rearm all these territories that we lost. Do that there. Okay. So now I pretty much have presence in Australia, Asia, Africa, Europe, North and South America, but I started in North America, so that makes sense. Do I own that? Okay, that looked like a similar color to this blue here. Let's see. Nah, I don't want to do another alliance just yet. Okay. So we're gonna see how this turn plays out. And someone declared war. Doesn't look like anyone declared war on us. Canada, which we've been helping out as an ally, have done wonders for us. Well, not necessarily for us, but they've been making a comeback. As they expand, they didn't really do much expansion, although I think I took a few territories that they originally owned, but not directly by attacking them, but because an enemy took them from them and I took it back. I think I sold that back to them, one of the territories. So we've come a long way. I feel like they're trying to make themselves stronger by expanding to other areas, but it doesn't look like they have the numbers to do so. And they have been extremely nice allies, so I'm gonna make a gigantic offer to them of 2,000 coin. And I'm gonna end my turn. 2,000. Well, I think now would be a great time to end off this episode of Strategy Guide here. We made quite some good progress, taking out 2 enemies, assisting some allies financially, and figuring out what we might do next. I've already got plans in mind, but if you want to figure out what those are, you're just going to have to see the next video. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, take the time to leave any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below is highly appreciated. And I will see you guys later in another video. Bye-bye!